Hello everyone and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today wherever you are in this great world. We're gonna talk about XRP. And I gotta start with this. Ripple's stablecoin RLUSD has witnessed a surge of over 100% in its 24-hour trading volume. And they're saying that this volume is coming from that acquisition. So the crypto firm mentioned that the move would reinforce the stablecoin's position as an enterprise-grade USD-backed stablecoin with real utility, as the prime broker leveraged it as collateral across its prime brokerage products. As such, the stablecoin is already enjoying wider adoption, although the Hidden Road deal is still subject to regulatory approval. Another reason the Ripple USD stablecoin's volume has surged is due to the crypto firm's integration of the stablecoin into its payment service. So we're already starting to see the volume pick up. And this is nothing. I think it's really going to pick up a lot of momentum going forward. And that's eventually going to show up in the price of XRP. Russia Finance Ministry calls to create its own crypto stablecoin. Like I said, the rest of the world is not slowing down. They're pushing ahead. Now Russia wants to create its own stablecoin. A lot of countries are going to follow the United States. They're going to push away from a central bank digital currency, and they're going to go more towards a stablecoin created by a private company. I think we're going to see that later this year. A lot of other countries are going to make big announcements because we are absolutely in the digital age. And here's a great use case for a stablecoin. Agridex bets stablecoins will transform the $2.7 trillion agriculture market. They're talking about sending money to suppliers. They're also talking about how a stablecoin is a better fit because it's backed by the US dollar. But again, you have to move that stablecoin around. You still need a trust layer. You still need a bridge like XRP. But there's going to be other use cases for stablecoins even as we push ahead. Think about tokenized assets and so on. This is just the beginning of something so much bigger. Zomin Tangem cards are NFC hardware wallets, not POS terminal debit cards. We're still working on those. So it looks like Zomin is working on a POS debit card. I can't wait until that launches. But right now they're launching Tangem cards. And all they are is an NFC hardware wallet in card form. But I want to give you the updates on what's going on with all these projects on the XRP ledger as well. Linda P. Jones put out a great post earlier today. And I'm now thinking, can Ripple replace Blackrock when it comes to the US government? I'll talk about why. Top financial analyst says higher XRP price could help prevent next financial crisis. So she says, speaking on the $1.25 billion deal, that's that acquisition of Hidden Road. Jones remarked that if XRP's price increases substantially, it could provide very deep pockets in the event of systemic financial problems. She noted that these challenges currently fall on the shoulders of taxpayers. In other words, a higher XRP valuation could equip Ripple with the financial strength to act as a stabilizing force during a financial crisis. With this, they could potentially reduce the need for government bailouts. So would the government rely on Ripple to solve a financial crisis? because ever since 2008, the US government has been going to Blackrock to bail us out, to give us the path forward. It happened in '08. It happened again during COVID. Back in June 2020, BlackRock authored the bailout plan before there was a crisis. Now it's been hired by 3 central banks to implement the plan. BlackRock is the go-to for the US government. Even with the rebuild of Ukraine, BlackRock gets a $500 billion deal to rebuild Ukraine. What a spontaneous and shocking coincidence. They're also working with JP Morgan in Ukraine. And a lot of people always thought that BlackRock was involved with the money laundering scheme going from the US government to Ukraine back to the US government. And here's Larry Fink talking about the current situation. He's talking about the tariffs and how we're possibly in a recession. But he's saying we created the problem.
26%. We already have a housing affordability problem.
None of this sounds any good to me, Larry. I mean, and it's all self-inflicted, by the way. None of it needed to happen.
This is not a pandemic. This is not a financial crisis. This is something that we've created. As I said also on Monday, the United States post-World War II was a global stabilizer. We are the global destabilizer.
Right. Now, Larry,
I think what's going on is this. I think Larry Fink sees the reset coming. I think he's in the know. We all know that. He's part of the elite crowd. But he has to go on the mainstream media news and tell the world that we created this problem. It's not a financial crisis. It's something we created. So now they're going to come up with the solution to this major problem. We are absolutely going to see a reset happen. We're going to transition from the current financial system into a new financial system. This isn't something new. This has been talked about for years. You know, Ripple has been out there since like 2014, putting the rails in place all around the world. And then it all of a sudden picked up momentum after the Rippleverse SEC case started. Ripple then went global and started setting up rails in all of these countries all around the world. Now every single country has Ripple rails inside. And that did not happen by design. It happened because Ripple is positioned with the elites. And the elites know that the current system is falling apart. Coinbase urges next Australian federal government to act on crypto regulation. Coinbase, one of the world's largest centralized exchanges, has released a blog post urging Australia to step up its leadership regarding crypto protections and innovations. The blog details how the Australian federal election in early May is a great opportunity to implement changes. Coinbase outlines 5 key steps which should be taken, including the stigma against crypto users who are unjustly experiencing debanking. They are also pushing for regulatory clarity as well. So we all know this shift is going to happen, but every single country has to have regulations in place first, in my opinion. And I think they're fast tracking regulations in a lot of these countries already. Most countries are just going to adopt whatever the US government comes up with, because a lot of countries utilize the US dollar. Other countries look at this as a chance to create their own currency and a level playing field. This way, they don't have to rely on another country's currency. It's the same reason that you see China dumping US debt and buying gold. But what China wants to do is this. They want to create a system that allows them to keep their currency strong. Russia wants their own currency. India wants their own currency. Inside of the BRICS, they don't want to use one currency. So whenever they're sending money back and forth to each other, they still need a trust layer. The US government's going to need a trust layer. Europe's going to need a trust layer. UK is going to need a trust layer, as well as every other country. What's the trust layer? The world's bridge currency, XRP. It moves anything of value, and it moves it very fast. Think about the US sending China money. Okay, it goes in as the US digital dollar into XRP, comes out on the other side as the China yuan. Same thing with Russia and China, and so on. That's the world we are heading into. The digital age is not slowing down. Top expert breaks silence on XRP ETF. He says sooner rather than later. So this comes from Nate Garassi, and he's been posting this everywhere all of a sudden. He's the president of ETF Store and a closely followed figure in the exchange-traded fund space. He broke his silence this week, stating there is no clear reason for the SEC to deny a spot XRP ETF. His view is it is not a matter of if, but when, and that when is likely to be sooner rather than later. Everybody's going to be putting pressure on Atkins to let these ETFs go live because there's such a growing demand out there for these XRP ETFs. Everybody wants the price of XRP to go up. You are going to watch us go into, first off, a new all-time high and price discovery. And along the way, you are going to have every single person out there saying, the top is now in. Every time there's the slightest pullback on the price of XRP. Because everybody's going to want to get credit for that. I called the dip. I'm the guy who told you the dip was going to happen. This is why you need to have a game plan. Don't listen to these people. They have no clue when it's going to happen. Say XRP went to $5 and then it came down to $4.80. You're going to have everyone and their brother telling you that that was the top. Sell now, the top is in. Only to watch a reversal happen and then XRP goes on to $7. And then it'll pull down to maybe $6.40. And again, everybody's going to be telling you the top is in. Sell now. Only to watch the reversal happen once again. Then XRP goes to double digits. This is why you have to have your own game plan. You got to look at real world events that are happening. You got to look and see if institutional adoption is happening. Don't listen to other people. I told you, I can't call this market. I look long term though. I look at trends that are happening. You know, back in 2022, when Russia announced the central bank digital currency, I said everything is going to now fast track, and it sure as hell did. But that wasn't because I didn't see what was coming. It's common sense. You see something like that happen, and now you know the rest of the world is going to want to play catch up. But when it comes to the market itself, nobody can call this market 100%. Senator Mike Lee just called to abolish the Federal Reserve. The truth is spilling out. The system is rigged. Would ending the Fed bring stability? Powell said yes. The collapse is coming. XRP will replace the broken system. You were warned. Now let's talk about the Fed for a minute. I kept telling you, Ripple's looking more and more like a central bank. I even think when Donald Trump met with Ripple before he even became president, he had to come up with something, an alternative to a central bank digital currency. That same time frame, Ripple launched RLUSD. I don't think that happened by accident. I think that's what Ripple's solution was away from a central bank digital currency. Now, we know the problems with the Fed and President Trump. He's not a fan of Jerome Powell. A lot of other politicians would like to end the Fed as well. I'm one of these people. I would love to see the end of the Fed. But what do you replace the Fed with? It could possibly be Ripple. Ripple is doing everything that the Fed does right now. I mean, even the directions that Ripple went in, they look more and more like a bank all the time. It's too early to call still, but if they were to end the Fed, Ripple would be a great replacement. And while they're ending the Fed, they also need to end the IRS. I would be a huge fan of that as well. But no matter how you look at this, XRP is already set up to be the future. XRP is going to make a lot of people a millionaire, multimillionaire. Some people are going to go on to become billionaires. But it all depends on your game plan. Are you able to hold XRP until it reaches those high price points? And until it happens, you gotta stay patient, stay positive, and we will get rich together. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.